Alrighty, so America going into World War One. So they have to mobilize, right? So they first need to gain an army, and then there's mass production. So in gaining army, they have the Selective Service Act, aka the draft. And so this requires men of a certain age, like 20 to 30, to sign up for the draft, and then they would randomly pick random people, right? So that's random. So out of the 24 million Americans that signed up, only 3 million were chosen. That's enough to make an army, okay? So the African Americans served in the armed forces. Most of them were in non-combat positions like cooks and cleaning and painting and working and all that stuff. But then there was this one team, the 365th, 69th Regiment. They saw more combat duty on the front line than any other American regiment, and they were awarded the Cross of War by the French military. And then, before the war, soldiers had to go through an 8-month training period. They had not they didn't have much army supplies like guns and grenades, so they just used sticks as guns and rocks as grenades, right? And women weren't allowed any army ranking or any benefits or paychecks, and so they just came in as nurses or cooks or cleaners or stuff like that. In the mass production, all right, they had to move all their people and their supplies to Europe, and they accomplished this in four ways. So the first one is that government exempt the ship workers from being drafted into the army so then they could make more ships, right? And then second, the government set up morale boosters in the public so that ship workers would be more encouraged to work and they would get more business favors or offers. Like car businesses would give them free rides to work, right? And then the third one is that they had a new fabrication method, which means that different parts of the ship would be made in different areas and then gathered into one local shipyard and then made and then sent. All right, and then the last one is the government took commercial and private ships and turned them into war machines. And then here we go. It's a quick way to make a war machine. And that's how America mobilized towards